Yeah. Come. So if you got a wee, like a napkin or something, just because it's a bit hot, I don't want to burn the kids.
All good.
Yeah. Welcome. No worries. It's Hutchy Hutch, okay?
Будеш піцу брати?
That's a big one for you, dude. You make you big and strong. Oh wait, Hutch, yeah? Hutch. Yeah.
Мама, дай мне.
Hi, so my name is Ayala. I'm originally from Israel, and now I'm here in Medyka border, the Poland-Ukraine border. I'm here with SSF, Rescue Without Border. This is an Israel-French organization. It was established in 2000 in the middle of the Second Intifada. We are trying to, I try to make it simple. We're trying to save lives. We gave people emergency bags and train them to be on call, like doctors, nurses, paramedics, EMT, and etc. We gave them emergency bags, and they are on call to emergency calls 24/7. In Israel, we have over than 1,500 volunteers, and it works so good that we duplicate it to 14 other countries, which we also educate people to give to immediate medical care. We gave them the same emergency bags, and they are on call to emergency call 24/7. Almost every time that there is a crisis, natural crisis or a crisis like here, like a war, we are coming and trying to help, but we are not finished here at the crisis, because after the crisis is over, we are coming back to the same place. We are meeting the local people and we are helping them to build their own our team of volunteers that will be able to help the nearest country, like to build some international organization, or I don't know how to call it, but a lot of people that can help the nearest country. Here in Medyka, we were the first stand in the ground. We have been here since the breakout of the war. I lost count, but I think it's about 26 or 27 days.
Four beans.
Doug.
This is how you make medical kits. Welcome.
We got Ryan right here.
What's up, big dog?
Hi, Jimmy. Thanks for
Hi, Jay-Z. That's Chip right there. He hates being on camera, but he agreed to do it for me, right?
Yeah. For you, once. You better not fuck it up.
I will.
And after we had two clinics, we realized that it's not enough, because to take care medically, to take care of people, it's not enough, because they walk out of the clinic and then what? Most of them don't have another place to go. So we opened the third tent, which is the biggest one. It's only for refugees. Mostly women, children, old people and sick people, because 99% of the men are still in Ukraine in the army. So we give them a safe spot. The tent includes beds and sheets and sleeping bags and toys for children and hot coffee and food and electrics and everything. They can charge their phone, they can talk to their family. We have female volunteer over there who can take care of the kids while the mom have 5-minute break just to take a rest, or even just to drink a coffee and smoke her cigarette. She need a stop.
So this is the Israeli tent, the SSF tent. Yeah. Wow, this is a hospital. No cameras inside.
This is a hospital. This is a medical, and this is for resting.
Oh, this is for resting. So
Yeah.
this is the hospital. This is for resting.
Yeah.
2 taps total. Not like it's 12 per pack.
So what goes into a standard med kit, guys?
Alright, so you have your gloves, your burn gel, you have tampons, you have one of these blankets.
Thermal
Or
blanket.
next person.
We have gauze, we have water purification tablets, we have eye drops, eye flushing, we have different types of band-aids, scary strips.
Scary strips.
Scary strips.
What is that?
Sterile.
Sterile strips.
If you have a small thing that you can use them instead of stitches, they will glue a wound together.
Okay, when you don't have stitches.
She's
Yeah, we
lying, they
use glue.
sterilized you, so you don't need to get a vasectomy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, next person.
Doug, you're gonna have to help me on this one because I got all pills.
Alright.
Got pills, more pills, drugs.
So basically at that point, he is putting in cough medication, he's putting in stuff for basically water purification. You have anti-nausea, anti-diarrheal medication, and you also have a medication for the eyes, so like eye drops. There is also like antihistamines involved. Then we pass it on to this guy.
All right, Ryan, what do we got?
We just got the pre-injection swabs, some sanitization wipes, you know, the lovely little adhesive tampons you can use to suck up some blood if you're a vampire or whatnot, I don't care. You have the lucky little triangular bandage that some people are gonna get, some people then you have just standard gauze. And also your hopes and dreams, those go in there as well.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
And this would
lots
be a
of fruit.
finished
Lots of
bag. Wow.
Yep, that's a complete bag, at least as far as the stuff that we have available to us in these stores. As I said, med kits, or further known as an IVAC.
IVAC.
Yep.
Infantry.
First
Individual first aid.
All right, now every single one of us at all different times. Individual first aid kit. Oh, fuck. Okay, fuck you guys.
No, I'm gonna film him carrying the wood. Sorry. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys
Wow,
are
you missed the color there,
amazing.
man. Jesus.
Thank you. Any stories, any particularly inspiring stories you want to share? Because you guys
Yes,
were- had a lot of
2 weeks
experience.
ago, we rescued two couple. It's a couple of the Holocaust survivors. They are both,
Wow.
yeah, they are both 95 years old. They are very old. And after,
So they must have been kids when the Holocaust happened.
yeah, little kids, and they survived it. And they lived in Ukraine. And after 25 hours driving, our volunteers, the couple drove 25 hours, and they were exhausted. They couldn't leave Ukraine, so our volunteers found some local driver. They reached to him. They helped them to come here to Medyka. They crossed the border, and we found them hotel. But their medical condition and their age, they wasn't able to fly to Israel, like with a very long flight in which with some stop, and so it took time. It took almost a week, which they still was in a hotel in Medyka. But after a week, we reached a donor, some really good, wonderful person actually. He donated his private plane.
Whoa.
He came here to Poland. He donated us medical supplies and medication and so, and he took him directly from Poland to Israel, where her granddaughter waited for him, and it was very, very emotional and lovely. Yeah,
You were in Israel. You went with her.
No, not in Israel. I was here. I met him here in the border. And I said goodbye when they left to the airport, and our volunteers wait for them in the Israeli airport. They filmed us the movie, like when they saw their granddaughter, and it was amazing. Last week we rescued another old lady, another Holocaust survivor.
3 Holocaust survivors.
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, since the breakout of the war, we rescue over 100 people from Ukraine. Seven of them are Holocaust survivors.
Wow, 7
Yeah.
Holocaust survivors.
Yeah. So last week we rescue another one, and she came here, and here she met 2 of her grandson.
Wow.
And I don't have enough words to describe the moment she recognized them and asked to hug them. It was, I'm speechless about this.
I met the scouts last weekend, and I'm helping them right now. But if you need help here, I used to.
You being Jewish,
Yeah.
your people also went through something similar, so you can definitely relate.
Yeah, there is so many times that I keep thinking that I wish that back in time, when my grandma and my grandfather survived the Holocaust, I wished that the world would stood up and do something. I wish that there is a people over there that would have wait for them, and with a smile, with a hug, with a warm coffee or soup or any kind of help. But they were alone over there, and I think that none of us able to stay at home and let the Ukraine people to be alone too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
sacrifice.
Little moment of enjoyment in organized chaos surrounding it.
See, these are our basic bits, but what we are hoping to do as well is put together a slightly more detailed kit. This is especially for traumatic cases. So we have our tourniquets, and we have our life-saving chest seals with valves. These are for shotgun injuries, for shrapnel injuries, for any injuries with knives. Seals prevents pneumothorax. Brilliant piece of kit.
And that's a advanced kit.
That's the next step. That's tomorrow. So.
But yeah.
Thundercunt.
Thundercunt.
Yes, so call everybody. Call everybody here a Thundercunt. Say hi.
9.
We can set those up as medic kits, not medical kits, because there's going to be a medic attached to each group anyway. So at that point, yeah, it works. You know, these could be for the individuals, but the medic will get a better kit. So I think that's how we'll do it.
And what about that singular tablet?
In this clinic, we treat over 2,000 patients.
2,000 patients.
Yes, over 2,000 patients. We having, as I said, we rescue over 100 people from inside of Ukraine. 7 of them it's a survival Holocaust, and each day we treat over 100 people in the refugees tent. Any
severe injuries?
Yeah, we have a few dangerous situations. We also had a few patients who needed to be transferred to the hospitals. We also have a successful CPR here.
Wow.
Yes, a successful CPR. There is a lot of satisfied situations in here.
Satisfying to save lives and make an impact.
Yeah.
So, Jimmy, if somebody dies in the field because they don't have vinyl gloves, I'm going to blame you.
So we have this, and we also we immediate medical care, but we also deliver first aid to inside of Ukraine. On daily basis, we get many of requests of medical supplies and medication and so many things that they need inside of Ukraine. The military hospital, the children hospital, the general hospital, the oncologic hospital. They need so many stuff. So we got medical supplies. We open it, sort it, and organize it by the needs. We label the boxes, and almost on daily basis or every 2 days, we send it inside to Ukraine. Also with trying to save lives, and from time to time they talk to us and they told us how meaningful it was for them. And I think that this is the things that give us the strength to keep doing what we do.